High in the mountains, where every step could mean a fall, a thunder rolls through the cliffs, not from storms, but from battle. Two bighorn rams lower their heads. A deep grunt cuts the silence, and then impact. Their horns crash with the force of a sledgehammer, echoing for miles across the valley. These are nature's mountain warriors, the bighorn sheep. Creatures built to master the impossible. They live where few others can, among sharp ridges, icy ledges, and winds that never stop. Every muscle, every step, every instinct is fine-tuned for survival in this vertical world. The first thing most people notice about the bighorn sheep are, of course, the horns. They're not just for show, they're living records of a ram's life. Each year adds a new growth ring, and by counting them, scientists can tell a ram's age, the winters he's endured, and even when food was scarce. A mature ram's horns can weigh up to 30 pounds, roughly the same as the rest of the bones in his body combined. But these aren't antlers that fall off every year. They're permanent, worn proudly like a knight's armor, growing thicker and heavier with time. Their bodies are built for elevation. Dense muscles power explosive leaps. Split hooves and rough pads grip stone like climbing shoes. Even their eyes, placed wide on the sides of the head, give them near panoramic vision to watch for predators from every angle. To live in the mountains is to live on the edge, and bighorn sheep are perfectly equipped for it. Bighorn sheep inhabit some of the most unforgiving terrain in North America, from the icy cliffs of Alberta's Rockies to the blistering slopes of the Mojave Desert. They thrive where others simply cannot. At dawn, herds often gather on narrow ridges, silhouetted against a pink sky. It's quiet, except for the low rustle of grass and the crunch of gravel beneath hooves. Their lives follow a rhythm dictated by the seasons. In summer, they climb to alpine meadows where the grass is rich and predators are few. Come winter, they descend to lower slopes where food is scarce, but the snow is shallow enough to dig through. It's a delicate balance. Too high, and the cold becomes lethal. Too low, and the cougars wait. This constant tension shapes every part of their existence. A single misstep can send them tumbling hundreds of feet, yet somehow they navigate sheer cliffs with a calm, effortless grace. Every autumn, as the first snow dusts the peaks, a thunder rolls through the valleys, not from storms, but from battle. Two bighorned rams lower their heads. A deep grunt cuts the silence, and then impact. Their horns crash with the force of a sledgehammer, echoing for miles across the valley. It's a sound that defines the species. These battles are not reckless. They're rituals, measured, repeated, and surprisingly controlled. The rams test one another, sometimes colliding dozens of times over hours. Each impact can generate over 800 pounds of force, yet their specialized skulls, filled with honeycombed bone, absorb the shock. Their brains rest behind thick, double-walled protection, nature's built-in helmet. The fights determine more than dominance. They decide the future. The strongest rams earn the right to mate, passing on the genes that have conquered cliffs for generations. And when it's over, the defeated walk away, battered but alive. The mountains have no place for the reckless. While the rams fight their battles, the ewes lead the herd, guiding the group through shifting seasons and unpredictable terrain. Their leadership isn't about dominance, but wisdom. Older ewes remember safe migration routes, water sources, and calving grounds passed down through generations. In spring, they descend from the cliffs to secluded valleys where new life begins. Each lamb is born on a narrow ledge where predators can't easily reach. Within minutes, the lamb takes its first shaky steps. Within days, it can climb. That ability to run and climb almost from birth is what keeps them alive. Predators like eagles, coyotes, and mountain lions all wait for mistakes, but the lambs grow fast, learning to follow their mothers across cliffs most humans would never dare to approach. Through the summer, they stay close, mimicking every move, learning not just how to survive, but where to find life itself. Across North America, bighorn sheep have evolved into several distinct subspecies, each shaped by its own landscape. In the Rocky Mountains, the classic Rocky Mountain bighorn reigns, large-bodied, thick-coated, and iconic. Their horns curl in perfect symmetry, a hallmark of power and prestige. In the southwestern deserts, a smaller, lighter cousin roams, the desert bighorn sheep. Here the rules are different. Temperatures can soar past 110 degrees, and water can vanish for weeks. But the desert bighorns have adapted. They get most of their moisture from plants and can go days without a direct drink. Their hooves, lighter and sharper, are perfect for scrambling across dry, crumbling rock. Farther north, in the rolling hills of British Columbia and Alberta, lives the California bighorn sheep. They prefer gentler slopes and grasslands, living proof that even the kings of cliffs can adapt to softer ground. Each one is a different expression of survival, molded by climate, elevation, and time. Long before highways and cities, bighorn sheep roamed across nearly every mountain range in western North America, millions strong. But when settlers expanded westward, everything changed. Overhunting, habitat loss, and disease brought by domestic sheep nearly erased them. For the early 1900s, bighorn numbers had dropped by more than 90%. Entire herds vanished. For a time, it seemed their thunder would fade from the mountains forever. Then came a turning point. Wildlife agencies, hunters, and conservationists united to bring them back. Reintroduction programs began. Sheep captured from strong herds were relocated to restore lost populations. Protected lands and hunting limits helped stabilize numbers. Today, tens of thousands roam again, a fraction of what once was, but enough to keep hope alive. Still, they walk a fragile line. A single disease outbreak can sweep through a herd in months. Habitat fragmentation from roads and development isolates populations, cutting off migration paths that have existed for centuries. Each bighorn herd is a success story and a reminder that conservation is never finished work. To the native peoples of the Southwest, the bighorn sheep wasn't just another animal, it was a teacher. Petroglyphs carved thousands of years ago depict rams with spiraled horns etched into canyon walls. They represented endurance, focus, and courage, traits essential for life in unforgiving places. Even today, the bighorn sheep stands as a symbol of wildness that endures against all odds. Every movement across a ridge, every calculated leap, every echoing clash of horns is a living testament to balance between aggression and restraint, risk and reward. They remind us that strength isn't only measured by muscle, but where and how you stand your ground. And when you see one silhouetted against the sky, horns glowing gold in the evening light, it feels less like an encounter and more like a glimpse into the untamed heart of the continent itself. If you enjoyed this journey, make sure to subscribe. Our next adventure takes us north, into the tundra, where we'll explore the incredible life of the caribou.